Hi.
Okay.
My name's Tim Amoroso. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Scott.
I'm sorry. Just formality. All right. So you guys have your annual St. Jude's benefit.
That's right.
How long has the St. Jude's benefit been going on? And what was the infant idea before this was created?
Well, it started out as a benefit for Pat Tillman Foundation. You know who Pat Tillman is?
The Cardinals?
Yeah.
He was in the military.
Right, he went in the military, got killed, and Scotty knew his brother pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Were you roommates with him or
family.
something?
No, his wife and brothers were just good friends of ours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys wanted to...
They had a foundation that gave scholarships to kids, from the children of fallen veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. We did that for how long? 2 years?
Yeah, I think we did Pat Tillman for a couple of years, and then we raised more money than we thought. And so Robbie and I, our goal, our intention from the beginning was to help various charities, not just one. So we were kind of looking at who we gonna help next, and St. Jude. We met the owner or the CEO of St. Jude, and it was kind of a natural fit that we helped St. Jude. So it was a nice transition.
That makes me feel good to hear you guys about the Pat Tillman, because both of us were in the military.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Cool.
I was in for 12 years. He was in for about 4, and
Thank you for.
thank you.
12
You're
years.
welcome. And the way, this is from someone inside, the way that they treat our soldiers when they come home is not okay. These people, they go out there and sacrifice their lives,
Right.
and they sacrifice relationships with their family. I know so many fathers who aren't even close with their family because their kids don't want nothing to do with them. And it sucks. And
Sad,
for our country to turn our back on it. And so thank you guys for that. We, as former servicemen, we thank you.
Cool.
So St. Jude's been going on for how long?
With our event,
Yes.
well, this is our 9th year, so
Whoa.
Well,
7
years it was 2 years with Pat Tillman and 7 with St. Jude, so this will be the 8th,
No, this is the 9th.
9th.
Yeah.
Nice. So you give me a little background on who you are, and what you do and what your goals are.
Well, I'm local, right here, Glendale, and I work with professional sports mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I have my whole life, and I'm an artist, so I capture great moments in sports. And Robbie and I met back in 1992, 25 years ago, and we met through a good buddy of ours who was a golf club maker, right here in Glendale, actually, and we started playing golf together.
Mike Hunt.
It doesn't translate well.
Is it really? Really, that's his name? Did you giggle when he told you that at first?
Well, his real name was Maynard, so he didn't like that. So.
He thought he'd change it to Mike and really make it interesting.
What a guy, huh?
But anyways, through golf, Robbie and I have been close pals forever, and then we realized that bringing our friends together, we could move mountains, raise millions of dollars for charity, and we help St. Jude, but we also help a lot of our other friends at various charities, and it's all through music and golf, basically.
Nice. What's your favorite sport?
Favorite sport? Golf. No brainer, right? Robbie's a great golfer as well.
How did you pick up golf, or when did you pick it up?
Oh gosh, my dad was a big golf nut, so he taught me at an early age. Probably 8 years old. Doing it ever since.
Nice.
So my dad was a member at Riviera Country Club, and that's where Scott and I met actually.
Yeah.
Because he was doing he was painting the winner of the Riviera golf tournament that year.
Yeah,
Who was it anyway?
Ted Schultz.
Oh,
Look it up.
never heard of the guy.
1991.
Ted Schultz.
Yeah, Ted Schultz.
Scholes.
He's now on the Champions Tour. Really great guy. Really
Is he?
nice guy. Yeah.
Did he ever win any idea?
No, he calls himself a one-hit wonder, but He's just a great
It's a
guy.
good one to win, man.
That's right. Yeah.
It's like James Hahn.
Yeah.
He might never. Oh, he won another one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He's fantastic.
Mm.
Jack Nicklaus's turn.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, for you, Robbie, where do you see? Are you upset, or do you feel any certain way about the new direction of newer music?
That's a loaded question. Isn't it?
Well, I mean, I feel this. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think that we're
Yeah,
missing something.
I
Something's
know,
missing.
It kind of sucks, really. It's, I think the whole digital thing. Well, first of all, I mean, digital computers have ruined the music business because you can't get paid anymore. Basically, people just steal your music, off the internet. But aside from that, the reason I built this studio was because of this stuff, which is tubes. We have real tube boards and, analog, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's the opposite of digital. And so we're trying to make stuff that sounds real, like we used to make records back in the day. And, to me, the new music, most of it is, it just all sounds the same. And I think digital music going into your head possibly is not a good thing, because your ears were not meant to hear that kind of sound. It's not natural.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be they'll find out 20 years from now that kind of music probably gives you brain cancer or something. Who knows?
We can only be so lucky how the people that are listening to it get brain cancer. Is there any new artists that you have heard that you really enjoy hearing?
Yeah, I mean, there's there are a lot of good musicians out there, but I'm still waiting for the next big thing. Like, where are the David Bowies and Mick Jagger, Jim Morrison's? Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen, but so far it hasn't.
Do you feel that the mainstream
There's
radio?
guys like John Mayer. There's a lot of good musicians out there, but I think somebody's going to come along. Where's the Bob Marleys?
Do you think that is that the mainstream radios or radio stations and people in the bigger powers? Do you think they're killing that by pushing pop too hard?
I don't know who's pushing it. I think I think making music nowadays is just too easy. Anybody can do it, so everybody does. And the kids aren't putting in the time to really learn how to play and learn their craft before they put songs out. It's crazy.
Would you think golf is your biggest happiness right now? Because every time you talk about golf or he talks about golf, you have the biggest smile from ear to ear.
Well, Robbie's still touring. I mean, he's still cranking music out like crazy. Just great stuff. Not only doors, but...
I thought you were going to say I was on the golf tour.
Not yet. I'm still trying
golf
to
is
catch
great.
him on.
Golf is very much like music because it's sort of like. Are you a golfer?
I'm not a good golfer.
Okay, but
I do play, yeah.
Well, then you know that when you're playing golf, you are your own worst enemy. You try to. The secret is to keep out of your own way and just let it happen, let it flow. That's when you play the best, and that's when you play music the best too.
Sometimes I have like meltdowns at like hole 8 or 7, and I have still 10 more holes to go. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this.
Right. Or say you're getting a really good score up till the 14th hole, and then you go, oh, I could break my record or something, and then goes
The
away.
18th hole, you just kill it.
Yeah.
They said there's a saying. They say the worst 5 inches of golf is between your ears. It's kind of true, you know.
Yeah.
I heard on Sirius XM. I believe it was on classic vinyl. Meg Griffin. She said, I caught the end of it, and maybe you could fill us in, that you're trying to do something different where they're filming these concerts. Is that somewhat accurate?
You're talking about our St Jude's one?
No, I'm talking about when you're on tour.
Oh, well, I don't know how different it is, but
Are you recording it and streaming it online?
No, but we are letting people, use their phones and putting it up on Facebook and stuff like that. So people can follow us wherever we play that night.
And what's left, or what do you got going on now? You're on tour. What is this tour?
This tour is mainly the Doors music,
Doors
and
music.
My son Waylon is singing, and we got a great keyboard player who is really a student of Ray Manzarek. He knows every note. He's collected all of his keyboards and stuff, and we have Phil Chen on bass, who played with Rod Stewart and Jeff Beck and all these guys. And our drummer Ty Dennis is great too. He played with Ray Manzarek and I over the last 20 years. And so we want to bring the Doors music to people. And my son Waylon is he's always been in my bands and stuff, but always as a guitar player. So he wanted to try singing. So I'm going, yeah, who has more of the right to sing the Doors songs than my kid, rather than all these Doors tribute bands and stuff like that. So he's getting better and better with every show. We only started doing this about a year ago.
How does it make you feel? Like, I can imagine, like, me and my son doing something cool like that.
Yeah.
Like, me and my son doing anything would be cool, but, I mean, you're on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people with your kid.
Yeah, that's
like,
kind of cool.
Isn't that, like, the bee's knees?
Yeah, that's the best. I mean, that's why I'm doing it. After Ray Manzarek passed away, I just didn't really want to do the Doors. I had no desire really to do it, and until my son Waylon expressed an interest. And so that's really why I'm doing this.
And he's really great too. Like he's his own guy. He's not trying to beat Jim like some of the other.
Yeah, I mean nobody can beat Jim, but there's a lot of guys try to be, and it looks silly. It kind of looks silly.
Yeah, it does.
But he hits a lot of the right notes that people remember and stuff. So anyway, you can check it out on Facebook.
I will, definitely. All right, just one more question. There are just millions of questions, but I don't want to take too much of your time.
Stay with the event. How about the event coming up too at the Civic Center?
What people are playing there? Who do we got playing in that event?
Well, I wish I could tell you for sure, because what happens is, people say, oh yeah, well, try and make it, and then about a week before we finally get the real order of the event, who's playing. So, but some of the people we've talked to have been Richie Sambora and Oriente. Let's see, Alex Lifeson from Rush, and Alice Cooper, maybe the Hollywood Vampires, trying to get them with Johnny Depp.
Jack Black.
Jack Black.
We had him last year. He was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
He loves jamming with Robbie.
Who else did we have
Maybe
last year?
Brad Paisley.
Oh yeah, Brad Paisley.
Yeah, but we shouldn't talk about this yet, because
This you maybe is.
yeah, it's just
So,
pretty
We've
we'll-
invited
we'll-
them. We've invited them.
We won't put anything like that in. Like,
Okay.
these people are showing up.
Yeah.
All right.
Terry Nunn and her band.
We're from Ventura, and I think there's a friend down there that you have, Jim Salzer. This magazine goes in his store, if there's anything you would like to tell him. Because I told him, oh yeah, we're going to go meet Robbie. He's like, oh, tell him I said hi. So if there's any like message back you have for him.
Just say, hey,
Yeah, right?
hope he comes to the event.
We'll invite him.
I'm sure he'll be there.
Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else you want to say? Or to anyone in
The date
Ventura?
of the event is August 28th.
Yeah, the show is August 28th. The golf is the next day, 29th, which will be Monday, right?
Hmm?
And what else?
Be there.
Buy your tickets.
The website. You can go to the website to get all the tickets and info and all that.
All
How
right.
much?
Right.
How much are the tickets?
It's $100, $300 for the pit. They're saying $300 for the pit, $100 up on the top. $100.
So $100 tickets, and it is for St Jude. It's a
It is for
benefit.
St. Jude
It's an
Children's.
all-star
it's
benefit.
right
concert.
off.
It's gonna be an all-star.
Yeah. There's a clicker.
Okay.
Oh.
Check.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah. All right. It's a.
So it's a thing called the Music Path, and we're trying to get music back in the schools, and not just not just orchestra music, but trying to teach kids how to do popular music, how to be in a band, basically, because that's what kids really want to do, and there's never anything like that in school, so that's going to be pretty cool.
That's nice. I think that's what we really need.
I think so too. Yeah.
Because
I mean, not only have they, wiped every kind of art out of schools, but especially music. That's crazy.
all we're doing is creating robots, and it's
Yeah.
to be taking tests. That No Child Left Behind really messed us up. Because now we don't have, 60% of the people who are in doctorates programs aren't from America. They're from India, they're from China. And then the 40% that are American, only 18% of them pass. So our greatest export are doctors, are scientists. That's what we're importing in.
That's crazy.
And then they'd leave and go back to their country with all that technology. And then now you have China on the rise and India.
Do you think it's because of that?
It is because of that.
Really?
Because they're taught to take tests. They're not taught to think freely, to write, to draw. There's no feeling no more. You're a robot.
Yeah. You don't pass that test, you don't get in college.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he'll be here
That's
when
all
you
that
get back.
matters.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'll get the cases then.
Yeah, he'll be here because he's got rehearsal.
So.
Okay.
So